Hello everyone, another weekend to work on Alp again. We got quite a few things to unpack now, a few things that we already received and a few things that came in recently. As you can remember, while I was still out there, I was ordering this stuff. This was still in the beginning where I thought there was a time frame of about a month. And I was having stuff sent here just in case they wouldn't arrive on time down south. Got this ram set mount for on the brake fluid reservoir. I hope it fits so I can get a GoPro that will rotate towards me. Get a good 360 option that's sturdy too. And these ram sets have a really good reputation. And then they come with this clamp-on system here, so I should have a sturdy clamp system, because I've noticed that some of the Chinese stuff breaks off pretty easily at times. You know, they last. I get some nice upside down shots, for example, below, hanging from the crash guard, and it breaks off so easily after a week, unfortunately. This stuff here, this is neat. So this is every stuff I ordered when I got back. Oh, except for this one here still. So I think this is one of the 12-foot sockets. Sweet. So I got two 12-foot sockets, one for the front, one in the rear, and this is the USB charger. I don't want to mess around with plugs anymore, because plugs, they break, they go, they act funny. Straight up USB connectivity. That's how it's supposed to be. Get back where I was saying. Cool stuff. So first of all, we got a bit of overkill maybe. We got 5 meters of 50 amp wire. Slightly thicker than I expected it would be. Jesus. But good stuff. I think it will do just fine. 50 amp wire. Here at the auto stores you can only get twin core 30 amps, too little. This stuff will do. I think 30 would have been enough, but that's tougher to come by. Anyway, we'll be solid for 50 amps. And comes, like it or not, wow, that's a bit heavy duty plugs, isn't it? But that just, you didn't have a choice. Came with this. Sweet, because this is going to be for the secondary wire harness, right? Now this box from Japan has some cool goodies, I reckon. It's from a company called Eastern Beaver. It's a small little, oh, hold on. Of course, they weren't so important. You'd use these to open everything, right, eh? I think you can open with keys. Hello. It's pretty awesome is that it has a very informative website. So you're gonna do electric, and all of a sudden it's like, what am I gonna do? And this site, if you pay attention, takes you by the hand. So it tells you, oh, this is modification, this is what it does, and then this one's a bit modified, and that's what that does. And it gives you info on electricity. So I was getting the stuff that I need, but at the same time, I was also becoming more knowledgeable in regards to electric stuff. Anyway, I've got heaps of stuff in here. This is pretty cool. This is a three-way circuit system that is going to be the main part of the second wire harness, and it has 3 plugs, and you can connect all sorts of things to that and split it. And what's cool is that you have these options, and there's a option to have one circuit unswitched, so that one is always hot, which is cool. And I'm going to use that for the charging system, and I'm going to put switches in between. I haven't received the switches yet. Oh, something that's great too, you get to figure out the plugs, because this site has all the plugs. You can then compare the plugs that you have instead of going on a wild goose hunt like, what the hell are these? Yeah, Honda plugs, all the sorts, really nice. And this is the main reason why I ended up there, and then I just noticed how much stuff there is. Twin headlight relay. And what's cool about this is that you can just, I'll just get it out of the bag, why not? Yeah? Why not? Look at this, this is pretty neat. nice and long. So you have, again, like I said, you can have all these options, and you can make the option, select the option for it to connect to your three-way circuit system. Otherwise you can have a different type of connector on there. What's neat about this is that I can hook this into the original light socket. So I keep the original plug this in, and then I keep all the connectivity, all the functionality of my switches on the steering wheel. Comes with the relays. Not sure exactly how all that works. Cool shit. Look at this, nice long wire. That is excellent. I'll show you this too. A three-way circuit. Here you go. Fuse box. Comes with a fuse box on there. Look at this stuff. This is much better than what I could have done, seriously. And a lot more water resistance. Look at that. And you put the little fuse blades in this one. Just pop this on there. Oh yeah, really nice. And then you have also little options, like I said. Check this option, and then for $1 or so, they crimp it, not crimp it, they shrink wrap the relay to make it more water resistant. Good stuff, right? All right, don't mix this up because you don't know what you're doing yet. So since I'm on there, and I'm going all full electrical, and all those plugs, and I'm like, all right, let's prep for the future. Because in the past I've removed plugs. I've undone plugs and removed what do you call these? I'm not sure anymore. The pins, I'll just call them pins. And it can be a hassle to get the pin out. But more importantly, it can be a hassle to uncrimp them. Jesus. And I didn't want to really go through that because I've done that before. So I wanted to use new ones. Right, is this everything? Don't want to chuck anything away. Go away. Anyway, sweet electric stuff. Don't have the switches yet, but I can have a start at this. So what I want to do is create a secondary wire harness and the circuit plugs onto the battery. The headlight, twin headlight, is going to be on there, and it will run to the front, to the dash. It will power the two 12-volt sockets. It will power the 12-volt USB socket. It will power the fuel pump probably, the spots, and maybe something else. A fan, if I receive that, and put it on the alternator. Something I'm going to play with, not final yet. And then this little friend, I want to put that one on today too. So let's get on it.
I got that music cranked again. I think you guys really like that.
Just kidding. Now all the recordings are going to be fresh, and I'll keep in mind not to make too much noise with the music from now on. Forgive me that you had to go through all of that. So I'm renting a room now here, back where I was before with Ken and Karen. You might have seen them before in the motorcycle vlogs that I made before I started making the Alpa. Great. If you haven't seen them before, have a look. So he has a nice garage, and give me a little corner to work in for the time being. So this is the new bench area. Plenty of carpet. So from my rags, I only brought 2 of them with me down here. Can anyone have a guess who made the cut? Of course you can. There she is. Dirty Jasmine. Not so dirty at the moment. Got run through the washing machine. You'd almost think that. She's a nice clean towel, eh? Here we go, the new workplace setup, ready to go for the next couple of months, and probably the last phase 3 of making Alp great again. So what we're doing first is get the panel on there, and then get a little something on there. which requires me to do probably attach this plug to it. So, as per usual now, disconnect the fairing. Lost that clip. I know I'm taking off the wrong one, aren't I? Come on, think, buddy. See? This is a 9 plug, and I didn't want to mess around with this. I already did that once, so new plug should fit nicely. Let's have a look. I'm straight now. As you can see, the headlight isn't straight. That's because the frame isn't straight. And I was afraid of this. I started to noticing that a lot more towards the end of the project. Starting just to notice generally the state of the frame more and more as the project progressed, especially after it came back powder coated. You don't have any distractions, no rust, just a nice clean frame. And yeah, wow, is that front section, that beam that goes down, bends to the left here or right. I know a new frame would have been much better, but at the time I wasn't expecting the time frame I have now, and we made some quick decisions and had to roll with it. So this is the frame we're using. So I need to find something to work around to deal with this light so I can straighten out a bit. That's why the fairing was a bit of an issue to get on. Didn't help. The light needs to come a bit more this way. But what surprised me is though that the fork is straight. So it looks like the
steering head
stem is straight.
Well, it would have to
but
be.
But the bracket is crooked.
Yeah, the bracket's crooked. Otherwise,
the bracket's crooked.
Otherwise, your bearings, top and bottom bearings, they'd run out all the time. You'd wear them out if they. You could give that a knock sideways with a hammer. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you can reach that one without hitting the fork.
It looks pretty solid, doesn't it, Ken? Though.
Yeah, it's a fairly solid bloody.
Yeah. So now you're parallel to the line in the middle?
Yep.
Let's see.
What do we do? Stop the bike from falling over?
Yeah, so I'm going to, at least it's on the stand side. Let me just check one more time because I don't want to waste going the wrong direction. So you see it too, right? This is the straight. The steering is now, this is how it looks. No, this doesn't look straight, but this is more or less straight. It goes that way, and that is sticking that way, right? You can see it too, right?
Yes, I can from here.
Yeah, so I'm thinking,
so I reckon
smack it.
No, don't smack it into the base. Smack it out here.
Yeah.
Because then you're giving the full length of that material to move.
Okay, yeah.
Try and get that so it sits.
Both bolts. Yeah.
Yeah, there.
I don't want to get...
Ready? Go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's going to work. So do it again. Got a wee way to go yet.
Oh yeah, it's happening. Here we go.
Ready?
A bit more?
Yeah, I'll go another one. One more. That's better. Actually, that looked like it did make it stand up a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely the good stuff. You can't really see it, but things are looking much better, except for we had a bit of an unfortunate accident. You can't really see that anymore, but you see that light's missing because it fell out and it cracked because it's made of glass. That sucks, but I'll have to sort a new one out. This one will have to be glued. I hope they're easy to come by. Hopefully I just enter that number and I'll find what I'm looking for. Other than that, this is looking better at the moment. So here I am still putting in a lot of time into properly getting the fairing aligned again after that little spill. And it's easier to get in now at the bottom since the front has now been properly twisted, which is good. Still needs to come back a bit and needs to come up a bit. So this is taking longer. I don't know if I get the Koso on today because I need to get the bike. I need to go to town later, but we'll see how far we get. So that's it taped down. Now I'm going to adjust the bracket underneath, push it up so I can mark the holes.
It might be a little bit off to the left, but one day when I attach the fairing to the dash, it will do this. So that should be nice. Not too happy with the fact that I can do this. Like this. Already looked it up. There's an Aprilia head lamp assembly like this one. It's exactly the one, use the same glass. 110 bucks to get here from Italy. You get the original from Rugged Roads, costs you more. I am going to contact BOANO, see if they can maybe hook me up with just a lens, but I doubt it. Battery's not so great on these. Drill. So we'll see how it goes. Didn't bring my mask, so let's not try to inhale this. Put the other one. It is a bit nippy in here.
Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee. The rest of my life.
Yeah, that's neutral, I see. There we go. Look at all of this. And star of the show. So this Koso business takes some figuring out, of course, to get all the wires right.